So this is my yellow Mecha Frieza deck. So using the Bionic Strike Mecha Frieza on his front side. Permanent effect: when you activate an extra card, you may choose one card in your life, add it to your hand. If you do so, reduce the energy cost of that extra card by 1 for the duration of the turn. If this reduces the energy cost of that extra card to less than 1, you may activate the card without paying the specified cost. So essentially you could just play anything that costs 2 or less for free because of this. Anything that costs 1, you'll essentially play for free. Anything that costs 2 will cost 1. Anything 3 costs 2. You get the point. Awaken: when your life is 4 or less, you flip this card over, draw 2 cards. Right? Bionic Strike Mecha Frieza, permanent: when you activate an extra card, you may choose one card in your life and add it to your hand. If you do so, reduce the energy cost of that extra card by 2 for the duration of the turn. So he gets strong. So he makes more expensive extra cards cheaper, right? Again, if you're playing an extra card that costs 2, it'll essentially cost 0 with his effect. Because if this card reduces the energy cost of an extra card to less than 1, you may activate that card without paying the specified cost. And then auto: when this card attacks, draw a card. Standard, right? And since he's a Frieza's army, you can obviously play Cold Bloodlust. So move on to the main deck. So 4, Increasing Evil Frieza. It's a black card, 6 of any color to cast it. He has Zeno Evolve. You can pay 6 of any color to play it on top of a Frieza card in active mode. So that's useful. So obviously you can attack with a Frieza, then Zeno Evolve, play this in active mode, and then you can attack with him since he's in active mode. He's 25,000 triple strike, so it'll deal 3 damage when he deals damage. Auto: when a card evolves into this card, randomly choose up to 2 cards from your opponent's hand and reveal them. If the revealed cards are battle cards, play them. If they are, but the skills are negated. But if they are extra cards, drop them to the drop area. So you either gain 2 cards on your side of the field, because it says reveal the cards and then play them. Most of us believe play them on your side. It doesn't say your opponent plays them, you play them. So we assume you play them on your side of the field and their effects are negated. And then of course the other thing is, either you summon, you play the battle cards, or if you hit extra cards with this ability, your opponent loses 2 extra cards in their hands. Or you get rid of 1 extra card and 1 battle card, because if they revealed both cards and 1 is a battle card, 1 is an extra card, well, the extra card should go to the graveyard, the drop area, right, while the battle card should summon. Moving on. So that's relatively a good effect, because either way you're taking 2 cards out of your opponent's hand, so he's gonna have less stuff to battle with. Then we have Clan of Terror Mecha Frieza, 20,000 double strike. Auto: when you play this card, your opponent reveals their hand. Choose up to 1 battle card among them. Your opponent plays that card in their battle area in rest mode. Notice that this specifically states your opponent plays that card in their battle area, unlike the other Frieza that just says you play it. So that's part of why we believe that, hey, we summoned it on our side, because this card specifically says on our opponent's side. Again, by them having 1 less card in the hand, that means that's 1 less card they could potentially battle, especially if this puts the battle card in rest mode, so your opponent won't be able to use it for combo. So it makes that card relatively useless, which you take out of their hand. And you're trying to deal damage, trying to go for your opponent's leaders constantly, so effects like that is always useful. Destructive Occupation Frieza: this is one of the Friezas you will use to Zeno Evolve into your increasing Evil Frieza. Auto ability at the end of the battle after you combo with this card from your hand. If your leader card is yellow, which it is, play this card in rest mode. So you can combo with this on your opponent's turn, get him on the field, so that way next turn you can use them to Zeno Evolve or just to battle with in general. Avenging Frieza. Auto, when you play this card, look at the top 3 cards of your from the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 Frieza's army among them with an energy cost 2 or less and add it to your hand. Then shuffle your deck. He is a Frieza army, so you can obviously add himself. Then we have the Doria, which is a Frieza card, so you can add that to your hand by the effect of Frieza. As well as he's a Frieza, therefore you can use him to Zeno Evolve. So that's the other usefulness of him being in the deck. Moving on, the Doria. When it's a special combo card, if you have 4 or less life, your leader is yellow, draw 1 card at 10k combo for the duration of the turn. No opening Son Goku. Auto ability during your turn at the end of the battle after you combo with this card, period, not just from the hand, but when you combo with this card, period. If your leader card is yellow, play this card in rest mode, then choose up to 1 card from your life and add it to your hand. So it's a way you can self-awaken, as well as it's another way of getting another battle card onto the field for 1 energy, just like Destructive Occupation Frieza. Also, while this is on your side of the field, every time it's your turn and you combo with it, you can even combo with it from your battle area, because it doesn't say only from the hand. So if you combo it from your battle area, you get the 10k boost, of course, right? The 10k combo, but also it'll stay there, right? It'll go to the combo area and then go back into the battle area rested because of his ability, and you can trigger his ability of then choose up to 1 card from your life and add it to your hand. So every turn, as long as you keep him on the field and combo with him, you will be able to slowly self-awaken in a couple of turns, on top of the other abilities you have in this deck to self-awaken, obviously. We have Youthful Bulma. When you play this card, draw a card. It's a yellow Majin Buu, basically. Masked Saiyan, the Mysterious Warrior. Overwhelm 5, 1 energy. If you to play this with his Overwhelm, if you have 5 or more cards, better send your drop area to the warp area. He's 20k double strike. Auto, when you play this card using Overwhelm, choose any number of your opponent's battle cards without blocker, for which the total cost adds up to 5 or less, and send them to the warp. So this is a way you can board wipe your opponent, as long as their cards aren't blockers. So it's always good to have a generic board wiper. Then we have Cold Bloodless, of course, counter play. If your leader card is Frieza's army, which it is, the battle card played has a skill negated for the duration of the turn. Since Cold Bloodless costs 1 energy on either side of Frieza, front side or his back side of your leader, you can activate the effect to play it for free just by adding in a life from your life zone to your hand. Encouraging Presence Monarcha, same thing. You can use your leader's ability to play this for free without paying at the cost. Active main effect, your leader card gains double strike, so it's always doesn't hurt to give your leader double strike, right? And then you draw a card. So you play this for free with your leader's ability, you'll get a life to your hand, so that's 1 plus, and then this card will give you a draw from your deck, so that you have 2 cards off of playing 1 card. so it's very useful, obviously. Senzu Beam, same thing. You can use your leader's ability to play this without paying the cost. And this is active battle, so you can play it during your battle phase or your opponent's battle phase. And then choose up to one of your cards. It gains 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. You can use this with your leader or any of your battle cards. Then choose up to 2 of your energies and switch them to active mode. This is very useful since it's, you know, active battle. That means your opponent combos. Like he attacks, he combos. You can use this along with your combo. Like you can combo and then play this as well, and you'll get the 5,000 boost to whatever you're comboing to. And then of course you can untap 2 energies, which can help you pay for, you know, a destructive occupation Frieza or a no opening Sun Goku, you know, and be able to trigger off their effects. Times Judgment, you can use your leader's ability to play this. Counter attack, negate the attack, then you may place 2 cards from your hand into the drop area. If you do so, add it to your hand. What's useful about this, if you use the leader to use this, you'll play this, right? Add a life to your hand to play this, and then if you already have another card in your hand, now you have 2 cards in your hand. Now you'll be able to discard those 2 to add this card back to your hand after using, right? So if your opponent attacks with another card, you know, battle card, you can play, since it's in your hand again, you can play it again by doing the life thing again, or by paying 1 of any energy color, doesn't matter, right? And you'll get two negates. So that's very useful. But if you have 2 cards in your hands and you play this, you use your leader's ability so you can get a card right, and then discard 2 cards so that we can add this back to your hand. Then next turn, it'll be your turn, right? You'll draw, and if you don't charge an energy, for example, or if you do, it doesn't matter. As long as you have at least 1 card in your hand, whenever you use your leader's ability, that'll give you an extra card, so then you have 2 cards to play Times Judgment. Damn, I'm sick. Which is pretty good. It's just like, just by using your leader's ability, it pays for this card, right? It lets you play without paying energy, and then you'll have the cards necessary to discard to keep in the hand, which will allow you to play it again if need be, whether you pay energy or not. So it's very useful. It works pretty well with your leader, plus it can help you self-awaken faster. So that's another, you know, usefulness of having it on the deck. Then we got 2 7-drop Cooler Blood of the Tyrant Clan, 30k double strike, and just an extra finisher. Plus he has a really good active main effect, which is once per turn, remove 1 of your battle cards from the game, choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards and switch them to rest mode. Choose 1 Cooler's Armored Squadron or Frieza Clan. Obviously you'll be using the Frieza Clan part other than Cooler from your drop area and play it. So you'll play this, you'll send 1 of your battle cards to the warp area. You can send himself for the cost of his ability. You can banish him to the warp to get his effect, and bring back a Frieza Clan card from the graveyard onto the field. You know, you can bring back Increasing Evil Frieza from the drop area because he's the Frieza Clan. Clan of Terror Mecha Frieza is also a Frieza Clan, so you can bring him back. You can bring back Destructive Occupation Frieza. You can even bring back Avenging Frieza. But you'll more likely bring back either Mecha Frieza or Increasing Evil Frieza with that effect more often than not. And that's the end of the video.